Hello, my name is Gabriel Orozco from BSIT3E, and today I'll demonstrate VLAN, inter-VLAN routing, and spanning tree protocol. So we will have one router, 3 switches, and 8 PC. We will configure VLAN 10 and VLAN 20, set up router for VLAN for inter-VLAN communication, and implement STP para maiwasan yung loops. So before we start the configuration, what is VLAN? VLAN means Virtual Local Area Network, and it is used to separate a physical network into multiple logical networks. For example, VLAN 10. Sa VLAN 10 is for sales department, and sa VLAN 20 naman is for HR department. Even if nasa isang switch sila, hindi sila mag-communicate unless we use a router. VLANs improve security, reduce broadcast traffic, and organize the network. So, magsa-set up muna tayo ng topology. So, habang sineset up natin yung topology natin, pag-usapan natin what is inter-VLAN, STP, or the spanning tree protocol, and the routing protocol. Sa inter-VLAN routing, kapag may ibang VLAN and gusto natin mag-communicate sila, kailangan natin ng inter-VLAN routing. Usually, ginagamit ito gamit yung router or layer 3 switch. So, PC sa VLAN 10 can talk to PC sa VLAN 20 through the router. And for the spanning tree protocol naman is siya yung nag-prevent ng network loops sa mga switches. Imagine kung may mga dalawang path papunta sa same destination. Baka mag-loop yung packets and bumagal or bumagsak yung network. And STP is sisigurado na may isang active path lang and yung iba standby lang. And for the routing protocol naman is ginagamit para malaman ng router paano makarating sa ibang network. May iba't ibang types like RIP. Sa RIP naman, simple lang, based just sa hope count, and OSPF is mas mabilis and efficient based sa link state, and isa is EIGRP, Cisco specific hybrid siya. So basically, tinuturuan natin yung router kung anong best path papunta sa ibang network. So ito yung yung topology ko. Dito sa router 2 switch 1 is naka-wire siya ng gigabyte 01. And dito naman sa switch 1 to switch 2 is fast Ethernet 024. And dito naman sa switch 2 to switch 3, 23. And sa switch 3 to switch 1 is 022. So, ko-configure muna natin yung mga PC bago tayo mag-CLI sa bawat switch. So yun, naka-configure na natin yung mga IP address ng mga PC. Yan, dito 10.11 sa PC1. 10.12 naman dito. Tas for VLAN 20 naman is 20.11 and 20.12. Sa CLI naman, dito sa switch 1, magko-configure na tayo ng VLAN 10 tsaka VLAN 20. Able config terminal. Then isa-set natin yung trunk links papunta sa dito sa router tsaka switch 2 and switch 3. Yung trunk ports, it can carry multiple VLANs at the same time. So lalagay muna natin yung yung trunk port voice is to allow a switch to carry multiple VLANs at the same time. Kaya kailangan to sa inter-switch connection and connection ng switch papunta sa router. Then next natin i-configure is yung switch 2. Then isa-set natin yung trunk papunta kay switch 1 tsaka switch 3. Then i-assign na natin yung access ports para sa mga PC. Assign din natin kung saan VLAN sila. So ayun. Ang access port is a port that belongs to only one VLAN. Ito yung ginagamit ng mga PC para ma-place sila sa tamang VLAN group. For example, itong PC1 tsaka PC2 sa VLAN 10. And yung PC3 tsaka PC4 sa VLAN 20. So next is sa switch 3. Now, set na naman natin yung trunk links niya. And i-assign natin yung mga ports sa VLAN 10 tsaka VLAN 20. Ngayon, kahit segmented yung VLANs, kailangan pa rin natin silang mag-communicate. And yan yung role ng router, especially router on a stick, where the router uses sub-interfaces para mag-route between VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Next is config naman natin yung sa router. Then makikreate tayo ng sub-interfaces for VLAN 10 and 20. So for routing protocols, since isang router lang yung involved and lahat ng subnets are directly connected, inter-VLAN routing via sub-interfaces is already enough. Wala pong ginamit na dynamic routing protocol like RIP or OSPF dahil di naman siya needed for the design. So for the STP, dahil may loop tayo between the switches, important yung spanning tree protocol. Gagawin natin si switch 1 as the root bridge for VLAN 10 and 20. Lower priority means higher chance to become root. Now let's verify. So as you can see, this ensures na si switch 1 yung magiging root switch para predictable and stable yung network. And for the testing, success. PC5 to PC6, success. And PC1 to PC5, success din. Try natin yung PC1 and PC3.